I'd like to call to order the Monroeville Municipality Planning Commission meeting for April 20th, 2022. If we could please stand for a pledge of allegiance followed by a moment of silence. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Sharon, roll call, please.
Mr. Pacusa?
Here.
Ms. Krivda?
Here.
Mr. Walker?
Here.
Ms. Montgomery?
Here.
Ms. Lawrence?
Here.
Mr. Massong?
Here.
Mr. Weldon?
Here. Thank you. The first item is minutes from the February meeting. There are no minutes for March yet?
We didn't have a meeting in March.
That's right, March was canceled.
So this is just a previous meeting and just entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And then under,
Thank you.
thanks Sharon. New business, Paul, I'll let you start.
First item tonight is 20-4-STR KDP Roosevelt 369 LLC, the Penn Monroe Taco Bell site. Applicant is requesting site plan approval to construct a 2,722 square foot restaurant and associated site amenities. The property is located at 204 Duff Road and known as tax parcel ID 743G066 in the C2 Business Commercial Zoning District. This application is a revision to application 20-4ST Penn Monroe Shops. There's also item 2, which is the subdivision for the same project. Would you like me to read them both in at the same time?
We'll do that simultaneously.
So the second item is 21-4SUBR KDP Roosevelt 369 LLC Penn Monroe Taco Bell. Applicant is requesting preliminary and final subdivision approval to subdivide tax parcels 743G066 and 743G070 into 3 lots. Lot 1 is 2.26 acres, Lot 2 is 2.201 acres, and Lot 3 is 0.64 acres, 0.642 acres. The property is located at 204 Duff Road in the C2 Business Commercial Zoning District.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Is the applicant here for this? If you could please say your name and sign in on the sheet there if you haven't already.
Hi, Steve Panko with KDP 369 Roosevelt. Good evening. Well, I think you all have a package do you want me to grab this real quick? Yeah, probably helps.
Site plans on that side, subdivisions on the back side.
Thank you. I didn't have to carry this on the plane.
Steve flies in from Chicago, so, getting the stuff on the plane's a little hassle.
Yeah, that could be.
No more masks though, as of yesterday.
Right.
I did find that out, so that's good. So before we had Taco Bell in this location here with a single drive-through, what we've encountered during COVID is that these drive-throughs are getting very popular. And so everyone's going to a dual drive-through. And so what happened here was we've been trying to figure out a use for the Gurman property, the white building on the corner. Just didn't come about. A lot of it had to do with being behind the Jiffy Lube. And then about 3-4 months ago, the current Taco Bell owner sold to a bigger franchisee out of Philadelphia. I think he's got 200-300 stores. And when that happened, he came to me and said, hey, we want to do a little bit bigger Taco Bell, but what we really want to do is a drive-through, a double drive-through on this. Is there any way to accomplish this? The way the site plan was previously approved, that would have been very, very difficult. And so I was able to rework the plan with the Gurman piece, and we had this extra parking at the tail end here towards Duff. And really, it's kind of like a very nice mousetrap that we were able to fit and work onto the site. It keeps the drive-through towards one end of the property, away from the rest of the center. It makes it very clean. So we were in front of the board a couple weeks ago and got variances, and they were approved, and we're excited. Aldi, I think, is gonna open in June. Key Bank is gonna open in probably June or July. And then what we have is the two buildings here. Mission Barbecue is working with us. They know this is a better plan. It flows better. And then we're also talking to another restaurant that would be like an AM type use for going next door to Mission Barbecue. So we're excited because I think this plan works really well. And I'm here to answer any questions.
One I have with the new plan there, where the Taco Bell shown, the parking, is that designated just for that, or is that still included with the overall shared parking of the entire site?
It's included in the overall shared parking.
Okay.
But we actually have more parking on this plan than previous.
Okay.
With the Taco Bell, with the added, I think we went from, I think we added 5 more overall spaces versus the variance that we had before. Something like that.
Yeah.
So you can park anywhere to go at any of the 4 stores?
Correct.
And the uses, the proposed uses actually work well with each other because there's a bank and then that AM restaurant. So the evening restaurants, those parking spaces will be open. So the shared parking agreement works well in this development.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, for the newer members here, the majority of the site has already been approved, and it's more this sort of left-hand third of the page, if you're looking at it's some of the revision areas. So like all the stormwater and everything of that has already been brought before us and approved and moved forward.
It's quite a site.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, I keep driving by it. I've never had I've been in development, probably 500 buildings in my career. This is the most unique. I hand it to Frank Zacchaeus, who built up the site, and I have had 2 or 3 residents actually reach out to me and thank me for bringing all they're excited about it. So you don't get that every day.
Yeah.
any other questions from anyone here? Any members of the audience have any questions on this application? All right. Seeing none, I'll seek a motion.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Second, roll call vote, Sharon, please.
Mr. Pacusa?
Yes?
Ms. Krivda?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Mrs., yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Ms. Lawrence?
Yes.
Mr. Massong?
Yes.
Carries, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You want to,
Oh, I'm sorry, so,
need a motion for the subdivision as well, or can
yeah,
we do both?
yeah, we'll talk through the subdivision since we didn't bring that up to this point.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory at this point. We're looking at trying to re-subdivide for the Taco Bell, for that entity, and so we ask for your approval for that also.
It pretty much just went from 2 lots to 3 lots.
To accommodate the Taco Bell
Correct.
piece, okay.
And actually, it's a separate lot now.
Correct.
And so what we're doing is we're incorporating it into the overall lot. So it's the German piece is separate now, so we're
Is that the
basically,
restaurant? Is that another restaurant?
the German piece is the white building that's there,
The audio communication building.
slash pizza, slash something else, I don't know, vape, I think. Something. So we're excited about trying to get that out of there.
Any questions from planning commission? Then I will seek a motion for 21-4-SUB.
Second.
Motion by Bruce, give him a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That also carries, thank you.
Thank you, thanks, have a great night.
Next item, Paul, please.
The third item, 22-2-SUT Rare Hospitality International, which is Longhorn Steakhouse, asked to be tabled this evening, and they sent a formal letter in, so we'll just seek a motion to accept the tabling.
So moved.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None. Thank you. Paul, item 4?
The last item, number 4, 6-16-STR Spring Run Potowski Homes. Applicant is requesting site plan approval to construct 12 townhouse units and associated site amenities. The property is located at the end of Spring Run Drive and also known as tax parcels. And there's a bunch of tax parcels there. I don't know that I need to read all of those in.
I think they're written there, right? You okay with that, Sharon?
I am.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
So I'll just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 properties that are involved, and that came about because there was a previously done subdivision for each one of the proposed units. So there's 12 units, 12 lots.
Gotcha.
And it is in an R4 multifamily residential zoning district.
Great, thank you. And if you could state your name, please, and
My name is Ray Gusty from Farringham McCarty Gray. The applicant, Ray Potowski, is here tonight as well.
okay.
So this is the overall plan of Spring Run. The main entrance is off of Macbeth Drive. Tilbrook Road defines the west property line located along the bottom of the sheet here. And Cambridge Square Apartments defines the south property line, or it's located on the right-hand side of the drawing. This area outlined in red is the proposed Phase 3A. That includes the 15 townhouse units. The rest of the Spring Run has already been developed. So this gives you an idea where the plan is in relation to the site is in relation to the Spring Run plan.
Did you say 15 townhouses?
There's 3.
Well, there's 15, 3 are already built.
Okay.
Is this the final phase of Spring Run, or is there
Yeah.
a possible future still?
No, this would be the
This would be
final.
it?
There wouldn't be any land left.
Yeah,
So this is an enlargement of that red outlined area. So it's back in November, December of 2006, Planning Commission and Council approved this plan. The plan, it remains the same. It hasn't changed. The only thing we had to do, based on staff's comments, was to update the stormwater based on the current stormwater ordinance. Everything else remains the same as what was approved back in 2006. The roads are already existing, and all the utilities have already been installed. So we're seeking reapproval for the remaining 12 units. These 3 units in the lighter shade of tan are already constructed. They were built in 2007.
any questions from the Planning Commission?
I have a question. So you said the previous ones were done 15 years ago. So they were under a different, our municipality ordinances were different then. Did they have to bring those up to, like, is there?
You mean like building codes?
Right.
Yes, they will have to follow current building codes.
Okay.
As far as like the ordinances and things, like you said, it's pretty much the stormwater was the only one that.
Yeah,
was
zoning
needed updated.
ordinance is the same.
Okay.
And really, the only reason they're here is because the application had expired. Their approvals are typically only good for about 2 years.
So there were no significant changes that were?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and like Mr. Gussie said, like all the utilities already in place and everything, so it's sort of, yeah, just a reapplication, if you will. and then-
Is there room for fire equipment to get down there if necessary?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a auto turn. I mean, they can come down, back up, or come in here and back up, back down here and out, so.
Doesn't seem to be any on-street parking. Is that why
Yeah, we have two parking spaces here, visitor parking here, but that's pretty much it, though.
Each unit has an internal garage?
Yes.
And then you can probably get at least 2 vehicles in the driveway, so essentially you can get 4 vehicles per unit.
Actually, I think there are two-car garages, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So you could get two cars in a garage and at least 2 in the driveway, so you probably get 4.
Yeah. Okay. Any other comments, questions?
This is a private drive, right? So
Correct.
the snow removal and maintenance is taken care of by the,
By the homeowners association, condo association.
There's no other comments, I'll seek a motion. Bruce, motion. Okay, second, anyone?
To approve?
Motion to,
Motion
your motion to approve?
To approve, yes.
To approve, yes, okay. And
Second to
Heidi will second?
Thank you.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Again, I'll like to welcome the new members, and nice to see a full bench up here again.
Yeah.
So it's good to have more input as well, so thank you all for stepping up to volunteer here. And with that, I will seek one final motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Motion to adjourn.
And do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second.
Oh, I'm
All in
sorry.
favor?
I'm sorry.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? No. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
There you go.